This right here is for the people who think we cap, okay? Sandstorm sent me a plaque with over 100K. I still ain't even taken out the plastic yet. I had this for a couple months, but I wanted to let y'all know that this is possible.
Is the bullets if you say no after all this, and I just couldn't take it.
Just some motherfucking gorgeous.
What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna be sharing how I was able to make over 6 figures online with TikTok. And before I get into the video, this right here is for the people who think we cap, okay? Sandstorm sent me a plaque with over 100K. I still ain't even taken out the plastic yet. I had this for a couple months, but I wanted to let y'all know that this is possible. Now, that's only from one of my platforms. I have 3 platforms where I sell digital products, but this is just to let y'all know you can do it. Before I get into the nitty-gritty and the details, I need y'all to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I come on here, I give y'all gems, I let y'all see my daily life, I tell y'all how to get this money on, I tell y'all how to get paid to exist. So if that's something that you resonate with, go ahead and like and subscribe, comment if you want to, and welcome to the family. All right, so let's get into it. So how in the heck did I get paid over 6 figures from platforms like TikTok and stuff like that? Specifically TikTok, because TikTok is a gold mine, but a lot of people don't really talk about it, or they don't know how to do it, right? I want to say this first. TikTok is a platform where you don't need a lot of followers. I know that's a lot of people's rebuttals. They be like, well, I ain't got a lot of followers. I don't really know. You know, I need people to see me. I need all this community. On TikTok, you build community. So don't worry if you don't have a lot of followers, if nobody knows your name. You just need to post a little bit of content. The only thing that you need is to start building your audience, maybe about 2 to 3 content pieces a day, so that you can start going live on TikTok. And TikTok changed its guidelines, so now you can go live on TikTok with like 200 followers. It used to be 1,000, but they changed it. So now you can easily get paid better. You don't need a lot of followers to get started. That is a very, very big misconception. On TikTok, they are now favoring creators who don't have a lot of followers. The crazy part is a lot of people who are on TikTok really don't post content as much because they're going live to make their money. So it's a lot of different ways you can go about this, and it's certain strategies that you can use, but I'm gonna just break it down and lay it out for you guys. So one thing about TikTok that you have to learn, and not even with TikTok, but just in general, you have to get out of a consumer mindset. So I know a lot of people go on TikTok to shop, to scroll, to get entertainment, but TikTok can literally be a bag if you use it the right way. So with me, I was seeing a lot of the girlies go live. I was seeing people talking about digital products. I would literally pay attention to the flow of how they were doing things, and I'm like, dang. It would be people selling their digital products on there, and they would be like, okay, if you got it, got it in the chat. I would just see it, would be like, got it. I'm like, that's 100, 200, 300. I'm like, dang, she just made $1,000 in like an hour. So the power of TikTok, if you know how to use it correctly, will really help your business. Even if you pay attention to even physical businesses on TikTok, like the Canvas Beauty brand and her body butter, she was going on TikTok live, selling out, connecting her TikTok shop products, doing deals. There's live agencies who go live, who help creators go live and things like that, and they make a real bag online. So in order to make the money on TikTok, you have to change your mindset from, okay, I'm gonna consume this content, to, okay, I'm going to get on live and actually show up and talk about myself and my products, okay? I remember seeing this, and I remember reaching out to my friend. I'm like, listen, because at the time I couldn't go live yet. It was when TikTok required 1,000 followers, and I only had 77 followers. I was telling my friend, I'm like, man, wait till I could be able to go live. I'm about to kill them. I see what the people is doing. I see how they getting this traction. I see how they doing it. Oh, I can't wait for my chance, right? And with that, I just kept posting content. And it's crazy what the power of numbers can do. It's actually very insane, because I couldn't go on TikTok live because I had 77 followers. And then I got a notification that I could go live at 777 followers. I was like, oh my gosh. And the crazy part, my first day going live with those followers, I made $600 in 30 minutes. I couldn't even finish my live stream because I was just so amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, this was the easiest, fastest money that I ever made from talking about myself and from helping. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all use TikTok shop, if y'all use TikTok the right way, you can be very, very profitable. So how do you use it the right way? Let's get into that. There's a lot of different ways that TikTok will pay you, right? So you got engagement, you got battles, you got people sending gifts, right? And you also got you having your own product in your bio. Now, please be mindful on TikTok. They are cracking down a lot between you using certain words. I feel like they're using AI to pick up on people who are trying to direct traffic off of their site. Sometimes if you say other platforms like Facebook or link in bio or something like that, they get a little, you know, they try to crack down a little bit, but there's ways around that. Trust me, because I still go live and my students still go live and they still make a lot of money, right? But you have to understand that you need to bring something to the table in order for people to pay you, right? So TikTok can pay you, but what makes it even sweeter is you having your own product. But what you have to do is have a high income skill. And I know y'all probably heard that a lot, like, oh my gosh, a high income skill. Everybody's saying that. Yes, because it's true. If you know how to market, if you know how to sell, if you know how to do things that other people don't know how to do, like credit or drop shipping or Amazon or whatever it is, using AI pictures, whatever it is, if you know how to do that, there are people who want to learn and they will literally pay you to learn. So once I learned certain skills about how to market, how to post content, and how to build wealth, I started sharing that with the TikTok algorithm and the TikTok live audience, right? And the thing that I love best about TikTok is that it pushes you out to new people every time. So the same people who was on your live last time probably won't be the same people on your live this time. So you always have ample opportunity to push out your product and get people to know you all day, every day, because it's different people who come in and they want to learn from you. Now, I teach the importance of going live for many different ways. One of the main ways is to actually build community. It's something different between you posting content 3 times a day and then people actually getting to see your energy face front. They get to ask you questions. They get to, you know, feel your vibe. They get to relate and connect with you. It's a different type of feeling going live than it is actually posting content, you know? So when people get on there, they see your vibe, your energy, they see you know what you're talking about, you know, they come with questions, and it allows people to trust you in a whole completely different way. So one of the reasons I was able to scale so fast is because people started to trust me. And once they started to trust me on this platform, they went to my other platforms. So they went to my YouTube, they went to my Instagram, they was connected with me on Threads and all type of stuff. And it allowed like a gateway of people to get into my world. What I decided to do to heighten this and get people into my community, even off of the TikTok platform, was I decided to create a product, right? So I created a digital product. When I first started, I created a simple digital guide teaching people how they were able to get into the digital marketing world, how were they able to find their target audience, how they was able to brand themselves, all this type of stuff, set up automations, and a lot of people wanted to learn that. So what I decided to do is bundle up all my knowledge, which I'm encouraging you guys to do, and putting it in a simple guide that I made on Canva, right? So anything that I knew, I packaged it up, put it on Canva, and I uploaded it in my Stand store as a digital product. So when people would come and ask me questions, I already had something for them. I would just go ahead and direct them to that so they could get more information, they can learn from me. And honestly, this is called an exchange of value, because if I'm giving you value through my live, you feel so trusted enough to pay me to get more value, the paid value, and now you're a part of my ecosystem in my community. So I helped you and you helped me, you know what I mean? So that type of thing, people don't take that for granted. When you get on live, they see your vibe, they see your energy, and they want to learn how they could get in your world and how you can help them. So that's essentially what you do. Now, I started off with a digital guide, but I was having so many questions, so many people wanted to know what I do. So I decided to go even further and create a community. So I created a community for the people who wanted to excel past ebooks. Like, a lot of people, they love the ebook, but some people need community. They need people in a circle with them. Like, they just need a good environment. So with that being said, I knew people's pain points. I knew that a lot of people wanted to learn content creation and digital marketing. So I eventually created a community. I don't want to say a course, because it's not really a course. It's a community full of value for people to come in, share their wins, get the help they need and stuff like that, and people appreciated it. Now, all I would do is consistently talk about this on live, right? Consistently give value, why I created it, answering questions. So a lot of people will ask me the same questions, and it just made it easier for me to be like, well, if you want a full in-depth video of this, of what I'm talking about, I have a community geared towards that, which will allow you to learn all of these skills. And people pay for cheat codes. So a lot of people appreciate that because it solves their problem. So when you get on live, don't just think like, oh my gosh, I'm selling to these people. Don't go on live with the intention of making a quick buck. Go on live with the intention of really helping people and solving their problems. And a lot of people be like, okay, well, I don't really know what problem I solve. The problem you solve is probably something that you experienced or that you went through, or a cheat code or a shortcut. You will be surprised what people actually have in their store. For example, there are people teaching people how to get good credit, how to get student loans off their report. There are people who are teaching people how to date, how to find love, how to heal platonic relationships, how to do so many different things. And so many people are looking for that guidance. Even with me, like a lot of people want to learn how to do content creation. People want to learn just so much different stuff that you could present on live. What I like about going live is that I learned and I mastered the skill of how to direct the energy and the flow of the room. So a lot of people, when they hear the word live, they're scared. And I always say that scared money don't make no money. You can't be scared of the people that you want to help. So I actually put together a strategy. I know if y'all watch my other videos, I would know that I have a community called The Scripts, because I was getting so good at these lives. I'm talking about $1,000 days, $3,000 days, like $600 in 30 minutes, that people wanted to learn my strategy. They wanted to learn, how can you show up and get money from live? So I had created a live streaming community specifically for going live streaming called The Scripts. And I know these strategies work because I have so many wins. People come in the community and they say, oh my gosh, you changed my life. I'll drop some of the wins. They like, you changed my life. I made $200 extra dollars. I made $2,000 as a mom. I've been able to quit my job. I've been able to do this just from talking about themselves, guys. I want y'all to realize, just from sharing their knowledge, they've been able to do that. So this is real and it's very, very, very valuable. And I'm making this video to tell you guys to stop being so much in the consumer mindset and figure out how you can get on social media, attack these platforms, and make the most amount of money that you ever will make, because there's so much money out here. Now, one of the things that work best for me, and not even just for me, but my students and anybody who go live, is not to focus on the actual product. So when I was selling my digital product, I didn't say, oh, well, it's this, and this. I was literally telling my story, where I came from, why I decided to do this, and I was selling a transformation and not really information. Like, I would do some value lives. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people know me because I'm a natural born teacher and I teach, but I'm more so focused on the transformation of what my product could do. So like, I'll go on live, like, could you imagine what your life would look like if you decided to do this? Or, you know, just paying attention to the pain points that people have and directing them to know that they could trust me and I got their back and they will win with me, right? So with all that being said, I was able to scale so fast, not even grow my following, but grow my community, have a bunch of people who follow me, who adore me, who love me, and I love them back. But it's like TikTok Live is a very good way to build your community, especially if you're an entrepreneur and especially if you're a solopreneur or you have extra time. I was able to do so many different things with this, to the point where I would get on live, see people's pain points, and I would create a product for them. I would come back on live and I would be like, I know a lot of y'all, you know, was wondering how to do this. I created this product. The crazy part is, one of my best products and my low ticket product is my digital ADHD calendar. There was a lot of people coming on my live and it was like, I want to do content creation, but I have really bad ADHD. I don't really know how to show up. I don't know what to say. So I created a $10 digital calendar for them, and they were able to get it and love it. I had so much feedback on it because I tailored the product to their pain. So it's just a good way to scale and get to know your audience as well, and know what to offer them and actually offer it to them. So with that being said, don't be afraid to go live. There's so much money in it. Like I said, I made over 100K off one platform. Like this, I have 3 stores, y'all, in less than a year. So I'm telling y'all can do this. And like I said, I love TikTok Live because it's just more, it's faster. Like, people can connect with me. They can decide if they want to buy or if they don't want to buy. But it's very, very good if you have digital products. And on top of the digital products, when you're on live, you're able to even get paid from TikTok. So there's people who are sending you gifts. There's people who are sharing the love. They're sharing your live out to their community. So now you're getting some of their people. So it's just an all in all good thing. And I would definitely recommend anybody who has a digital product to start going on TikTok Live. If you're like, I don't know how to even start a live, I don't know what to say on live, going live scares me, I don't really know if I want to do that, there's other alternatives and there is different strategies. So I can teach you how you can go live faceless. There are people who don't even show their face on live. They just flip their camera camera and they're writing what they're saying. They're either doing a presentation or a class. So don't be afraid to actually do the faceless route as well, because you can do that. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of money comes from showing your face, okay? Now, if you do want to learn the live strategy and learn how everybody is doing this, I will go ahead and share my script community with you below. Feel free to get in. It's no pressure. If you feel like you want to learn a skill, you want to see what everybody's talking about, how to master different live streams on TikTok, IG, Facebook, I will leave that for you, okay? On the comments if you're gonna go live, and like I said, don't be scared because you're literally running away from so much money. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.